Streamers, by the way, are clamoring. They're like clawing. Like, when can I get my hands on this? I'm getting messages on
Yeah.
Discord.
Wow.
Eddie's getting
Wow.
messages. And
Wow.
they just want to play like that. Can you just give it to me? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Let's just give it to me. And I tend to
Yeah.
agree with them. I'm like, I mean, I made a symphony of carnage, and with a smile, and like my gaze was all,
Yeah,
wonderment
it's
and amazing.
awesome it's so awesome, Arpad, to see everyone so excited, and that's great, and it gives us great motivation and inspiration. When we think it's finished enough, it's polished enough, then it can go live on Steam. We're already working on the Steam, the store page, and have all the Steam backend stuff, and it's going pretty well. So it's more or less when we think it's good enough, it's the all the bugs are out. It's pretty much undecided, but I'm guessing like in a month, maybe a bit longer. I'm not sure, or maybe next week. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's advantages of, or I guess advantages and disadvantages to releasing when or what when. Before we get into the meat of the specific game, can you tell us a bit about XForm and how you guys came up with the
Yeah,
game?
sure. A little bit about XForm. We're a game development studio from the Netherlands. We've been around for almost 18 years now, or maybe, yeah, well, more than 18 years. And our primary focus is web games, 3D web games, mobile games, web games, smaller games for Steam, but also we did bigger game projects for dark rides, for like theme parks. We did AR, VR stuff, so all sorts of stuff. But this is of course totally new to us, as you well know.
So this game is unique. So in the StreamSIX sort of universe, where we're trying to make the chat, make the passive viewer the active participant in the game, and that's what Leviathan's about, and that's what
Right.
Marbles is, and that's what Race Day has become as well. How did you guys come up with the strategy to have sort of AI go and drive the trucks, and then the chat is boosting and doing other stuff? What was the thinking behind that?
When they first came to us with the project, it was hinted to us, okay, think of marbles, but done with race cars. And so when you take that as like your starting point, and that was our starting point, of course you don't want to make a clone of marbles, but then you start thinking, okay, why is that? And then pretty soon you'll start to think about the controls and what the user could actually do with a lot of latency. That made it very tricky to us. And you can imagine that we hesitated to implement stuff like boost and jump a lot, because that gives, you really expect direct control. You want to time your interactions, and that's just not possible. So we thought, well, maybe it's going to be a complete failure, because people, they can't evade things. They can't really time their boost. They can't time their jumps. They can't really jump over stuff when they want to. So we thought, well, maybe it will be a failure. But as it turned out, luckily we tried it, the whole boost and the jump and the other stuff, it works pretty well.
How was it watching the streams? Because now Dreezy plays, I play. We have different. What did you get? What you were expecting, or
you're able to join in and to show yourself and to participate, and it makes it for me, it makes it more fun. Obviously, it's awesome, but it's also nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking to see your gameplay, because the game is still in development, and you see all the things that are going wrong, or that don't work as expected, and you see streamers struggling with controls.
The question is more towards, did you expect the streamer to do the things that they do with the game?
Totally.
So you did expect it?
Most of the stuff I see happening, we were hoping for it to happen.
Nice.
And we were really looking forward to seeing if it would work, if it was going to be fun. Like, for instance, take in the mechanic that you can really punish someone who's in front, right? Okay, you see someone who's really is having a lot of luck with the boosting, and you can go to the trap and just pound the stamper on top of him. We were really curious to see how that would work, how if it would feel fair, if the audience would get upset, if it would work for the streamer to actually time it. And for us, for what we can see now, is that it's working pretty well. People aren't really really upset. People aren't really feeling that they're being picked on, and that sort of stuff is so fun to watch.
It does create moments where like I'm gonna time it, and then you miss, and then you're like and there's a streamer versus the player aspect of it that is entertaining.
For players, it's fun because they get some sort of attention by the streamer, right? The streamer says, "Hey, Plago or Sahil is in front," so they get acknowledged. Then, of course, they get wrecked. And we thought, hey, maybe we should give them at least a coin or something in return, even. I'm not sure that people even notice that you really get money for dying in this game. And of course, the streamer gets his scrap, which is also new or a bit new. And I'm not sure if you caught on yet how the whole scrap mechanic works.
I haven't. I know that to build better tracks, I need more scrap.
Right.
So I need to collect the bones of my unfortunate players.
Right. So, and that's another mechanic. We're really looking forward to seeing how that plays out. If a streamer gets annoyed or gets frustrated that he doesn't have enough scrap, or uses it as like a reason for wrecking people, and how the players would react to that. So we're still, because it's very new mechanic, we're still looking forward to seeing the responses and the reactions to that.
Hey, did you like that clip? I'm better live. Come join me live. The link is in the description. We'll play some games, create, have a ton of fun. It's a good time. See you there.